Hello viewers, welcome to Vibrant Media. Today we are going to talk about youth and politics. And when we are talking about this, I invited various guests here to help us in the discussion so that youth can understand their involvement in politics. I'm going to start with the far left. He's going to introduce himself and where he's coming.
I'm Boniface Kemali, otherwise like to
You're welcomed. Next.
Okay, thank you very much, my brother. I'm Bill Muriuki, and I appreciate very much for calling me to this interview, because now I can see that our future is now promised. Because when we are having such discussions, now this will reach to the public. Yeah, thank you very much.
You're welcome, bro. Then we have our only lady among the boys, among men. Yes.
Oh, that's an honor. Okay, my name is Mercy Gladys Owano. I work with the NYC and I'm privileged to be here. Thank you.
So today we want to touch on the youths. And I'm going to begin with this question. Then, what is the current level of youth engagement in politics in Kenya? Yes.
First of all, youth are not engaged so much in our country, Kenya.
Yeah.
Like for example, if me, like right now, I want to engage myself in politics, but there is something that is hindering me. Let's take for this instance. Like, I'll tell myself that if I go against the government of Kenya, what will happen to me next? Like, I'm afraid. Maybe someone might kill me. My life will be endangered. So, that's one of the things.
Thank you. Brian, what's your take about this?
Okay, as for me,
Yes.
we are not engaged.
Yeah.
And it is very bad. And why? They normally look down upon us, and they normally see us as kings that we are not experts in maybe in politics. Our age is wanting, but the thing that they don't know is that we are intelligent enough to handle this politics, because we are the ones with the strength. Yeah.
We have the political parties in Kenya.
Yeah.
Right now we have, let me call two coalitions, the Kenya Kwanza and the Azimio coalition.
Mm-hmm.
And if we look at these two coalitions, there's a ratio in which the youths are presented.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how do political parties in Kenya approach youth inclusion? Because there are specific initiatives or policies aimed at encouraging young people to join and participate in political parties.
In these coalitions, the youth are represented by a smaller percentage.
There are major challenges faced by youths when for them to get into politics. You see, young people, they are afraid of some given things because first, they are discriminated.
Sure.
Two, they are given age limits.
Absolutely.
There's an age limit that when you have as a youth, you cannot vie for presidency.
Yeah. Sure.
So that's another why is it that way? Yet we have youths who have that knowledge and experience of leadership that they can give to the people. They are light-minded. Another thing, we have discrimination that hinder them from participation. Look at during the party primaries. When the Azimio and the Kenya Kwanza were doing their party primaries, you are finding that those who are there a long time ago, they are being given the tickets maybe directly and leaving alone the youths who are coming up into this political field. You see? So they get discriminated. And another thing that is hindering youths is being used by the politicians.
Sure.
Today's mandamanos, when you look at those who are always on their roads, they are youths.
Sure.
What do you think youth should do for them to be heard?
Let me tell you, there is this thing that they always say, umoja ni nguvu,
Utengano
ni
udhaifu.
So we as youth, when you come together and speak one voice, I think that's what will make us to be heard by others. But if you say that I'm alone, it can't happen. So I guess coming together and uniting and speaking one voice.
Okay, for me, there's this thing normally called unity.
Yes.
Unity can work better. And again, there are some youths who are elected, and there are some prominent people in the parliament who are elected in the government so that they can look to us. and
Yes.
see our problems. Okay, so as for me, I can say this: those people who are elected in the government,
Yes.
they should look at our grievances and share them to the big men who are in the government so that they can hear our cry. Because us, even, okay, we can do many, but now our voices cannot be heard. There's
Able
this
youths.
guy called Babu Owino.
Babu
He's a
Owino.
youth and he is representing us very well
Yeah.
in the parliament, and we are very happy. And that is the power which we need, we as youths.
Yeah.
Yeah, Edwin Sifuna, the same case applies to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we can talk about Edwin Sifuna. We
Babu
can talk
Owino.
of Babu Owino.
Yeah.
We can talk of Jalango.
Even
Sure.
we have Sakaja. You
We
know,
got,
the
yes,
guy
yes. In
Sakaja.
fact, we are
cried.
having Sakaja, Johnson
Can you imagine
Sakaja.
crying just because of someone else?
I just imagine. We need leaders of that caliber.
Leaders of that caliber.
Ah, sure.
That one is enough to prove us that youths are able.
Yeah,
We can do great things when given chance.
sure.
Now, let's go to this tribalism thing.
Mm.
In Kenya, we are more than 42 tribes.
Mm-hmm.
You see?
Mm.
Before elections, we are always one,
Yeah.
and we always speak one language.
Mm.
But when it comes to election and politics, we tend to divide. And this is where you are finding people now calling those ones are Luos, those ones are Kikuyus, those ones are
Merians.
Kalenjins, those ones are
Sure.
Merians.
Yeah, Merians.
Yes, so this kind of discrimination, this discrimination against tribes,
Mm.
is it healthy for our country as upcoming, as the strong youths that are coming to be politicians?
Okay, now I can answer that question.
Yes,
Kenya is suffering from one thing we normally call political hygiene.
yes,
You see? And maybe the people in the government, the elder ones, they are the one who are bringing tribalism amongst us youths. So it is upon us to be very wise, not to listen to every tongue, right? So that we
Exactly.
can remain united, because Kenya is ours. We are the youths and we are the majority.
exactly.
Yeah.
Let's take for instance that issue about the Kalenjins and the Luos fighting.
Yeah.
You see, one of the things that is affecting the youth is poverty. So you'll see, as a youth, like you need money. So that's why most of them are forced to go there. When you like let's take for this instance, when you go deeper about that incidence,
Yeah.
you'll find that most of the youth are being paid even. So I guess that's what increasing tribalism in our country.
Now,
You know, in Kenya, we'd say that there are many like tribal groups. I can say that. And yes, you know, that's an inborn thing to say that you like someone from your own tribe. Like maybe saying that instance of me, for example, voting for Raila because he's a Luo and I'm also a Luo. But that doesn't give you the right of even coming in contact or having a fight with each other. We need to vote for the leaders who are fit and right for this job,
Yeah.
not just to vote for a person due to tribal issues. Like, because we are all equal in this country, I believe that.
Yeah.
Because without Luos, without Kikuyus, without Luyas, where
Yes.
will this country be? You know,
Exactly.
all tribal groups are just equal and good.
Thank
So
you.
we as youth,
Yes.
we need to be wise enough
Yes.
and vote for the person who is fit and right to become the leader of our choice.
Okay, thank you very much for your contributions.
Okay, before I give the advice to the youth, first the government should take this. We have contributions to make in the government. We have the contribution to make, right?
Yeah.
So we should be positioned in the table where the governments are descending, where the seniors are discussing their things.
Yeah.
We should be positioned in the table, because now we know that the risk of not being in the table is that you can be in the menu. That's why they are selecting us like food. That is
So we are in the menu.
Yeah, we are in the menu. That's why now you can see they are using us. And secondly, to the youths,
Yes.
they should know their strengths. Yeah, and utilize their opportunity well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we should stop tribalism. We unite together as one Kenya, have the same grievances, so that we can take in our grievances to the seniors, and then we'll perfect Kenya, because Kenya is ours.
It's ours. We are the
Yeah,
majority.
okay, I ask you a question, one question.
Ask.
Right?
I'm free to answer.
Okay, now, the elders, are they free to die? Because we are here? Are we the safer generation?
I think
No, because they are utilizing imagine they are still in government.
yeah,
For instance, you can see like teachers, right?
yeah.
Okay, these teachers, when they retire, they are re-employed again. But as youth, you are suffering. So, they are suffering from that thing we normally call, what is this? Ile tamaa. You understand? So, we are not, okay, our future is not perfect. Because now, before they die, they should give us a chance to try. So that they can see if when they die, whether we will be able to run the country well. They are here in their vulnerable age, so that they can
I want to
guide us.
correct you something there. We should be waiting for these people to die. You
Yeah.
know, most of the time they tell us that we are the leaders of tomorrow. We don't want to be the leaders of tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be old. We should
Sure.
be leaders of today. So
gone are the
let's
days
not
when
wait
we
for
say
this.
so.
Let's not wait for these chances. Let us grab them.
Yeah,
Because
we
we-
should
they're
grab,
not-
but now how can we grab?
Let me tell you one thing. You're saying, how can you grab?
How?
You can't sit there and expect opportunities to come and find you there.
Exactly.
You are supposed to use your mind and go look for the opportunities yourself.
For sure.
But don't just sit there and wait for the vulnerable people to die so that you can grab the opportunities.
Okay, now according to me, I was not, I'm not expecting the vulnerable to die. I'm saying that, according to Simeon's story now, these old people in our country right now,
Yeah.
they want to die, they want to stay in the jobs.
Till they
And-
die.
Yeah, you see? But now before they die, they should leave, the pension tower should start operating by the way. Right? The pension tower should start
I can say
operating.
this.
What can you say, bro?
What I can say is
Yeah.
that we should not be all be wanting to be a leader. What it should be is that everyone should work, and what I can say to the youth is that they should find something to do so that they cannot be used by these people. Because as I said earlier, that this thing with Dennis will continue as a Kenyan,
Yes.
and I don't know how it can end, because like you can see that the Daniel Arap Moi was a president, and his son was also on the was he in the list of those who are running for the presidential.
Yeah, he was there.
Now the second elections, I'm sure he will be there.
Yeah.
And as a Kenyan, will you vote for a person whom you have never seen again, even though he is a youth, or will vote for that man whom you know? Who will you vote for? Is that a guy, a youth, whom you don't know, or is that man whom you know from the rank of his father?
That's a question for the youths to absorb.
Mm.
Let them absorb that question. So, Mercy, give us your closing remarks.
As for me, let me give you the closing remarks as I answer him. You know, as for me, yes, I'm a youth. I'll vote for the person who has a good reputation and who can do the work or who can lead us well. That's the person I'll actually vote for. So we as youth, we just don't need to be swayed in order to do things. Let's use our minds and do the correct thing.
Exactly.
We can fight tribalism in our country, and we can also be leaders of our own.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. So, as we are closing, youths, let's open up our minds. Let's think. Let's join hands as the youths of the great country of Kenya for a better future. We should be the role models to the young children that are coming up now. These opportunities are ours. We should be grabbing them. And from today, we should be creating awareness on the strength of the youths. The older men should retire and leave us to go on with the work. Otherwise, it was a good conversation. I thank you all for coming to this amazing discussion, and welcome again next time. So viewers, see you next time. When we'll be having a conversation like this about the youths. Otherwise, don't forget to go to Vibrant Media channel in the YouTube. It's Vibrant Media. TikTok, it's Vibrant Media. Facebook, Vibrant Media, all through. Subscribe, follow us, and have a nice time. Thank you.